name is Hannah. I am 13 years old and attend the Gojo College Middle School. I live in Shara, Gojo, Malta. Globe has had me make a lot of decisions. With the help of Globe, this summer I became a volunteer at the Turtle Nest Watch and was able to see real-life tiny turtles hatching. As one can see in this photo, I am helping get the Turtle Nest Watch by flattening the sand around the perimeter. The turtles hatched during the night, and 3 days later, the nest was cleaned. A number of hatchlings were found still alive and buried. These were checked by a vet and released to begin their journey in the seas. It was an awesome experience that has taught me how much we should value nature. It also gave me an opportunity to speak to my peers about the importance of keeping our seas plastic free. I have also kept a keen interest on the record number of turtle nests we have had in Malta this year. I also witnessed a turtle release. Jenny Turtle had been found untended in fish nets. She had a number of injuries and was taken for rehab. She was then released at Hondo Bay. A very emotional sight indeed, which was documented by the press. Through the knowledge obtained by my Globe participation, I have become more aware of the efforts done by students around the world to safeguard the environment. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Andrei Alayan from the Pearl of the Orient Seas, the Philippines. I'm 15 years old and I'm currently in grade 9 studying in Batasan Hills National High School. My supportive mentor, Ma'am John, exposed me to the world of the Globe organization, and I have been using the Globe protocols ever since I started research. When I was grade 7, I was exposed to the world of research, and of course, when you're new at research, it's gonna be a little hard because, of course, you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know what protocols you're going to follow. And when Ma'am John taught me what the Globe organization is, I was really confident when I started using their protocols. Not only did it make me confident, but it also definitely helped in giving me protocols that I could use for my research. Without the Globe protocols, I wouldn't know what I would do, since finding protocols for different stuff is really hard, and without something to follow, researches today wouldn't be too accurate or wouldn't be fair in some way. So because I was very fond of Globe and I really loved the Globe organization, one day, Ma'am John, our mentor, asked us if we would accept the opportunity to go to Thailand for the Globe Youth Camp. On the day when she said that, I was so happy. Because when the youth camp started and we went to Thailand, that was my very first international trip. The trip was very wholesome. I learned a lot of stuff, a lot of science stuff. I also learned a lot about the culture and traditions in Thailand. I also got to taste their tasty delicacies. I also got to sit in the same room with the princess. We also got the opportunity to present our research about water quality and its relationship to the air quality here in the Philippines. All throughout the journey, I learned a lot about how Thailand used science to improve their farming and their harvest. They even used waste as fertilizer. They also cleaned their water with natural filters that just relies on physics and the water itself. As our journey went on, many speakers taught us a lot about science and how the system works, how the world works, and we also met a lot of new students from different countries. We met Japanese students, we met, of course, students from Thailand, and we met more students. This adventure taught us a lot, and it really helped us to communicate with other people and to share what our knowledge about science is. Of course, not just that. Being a Globe student taught me a lot of stuff. Even here in the Philippines, Globe has definitely made an impact. They have been having many events, sending many speakers here to the Philippines just so that they could teach us science and many stuff that they have discovered. This is why being a Globe student taught me a lot. I learned how simple actions would make really big differences. For example, when me and my classmate wanted to make this research about these peanut plants and how the peanut plants could possibly decrease the pH of the San Mateo River in our city, when we got the results, I was shocked. The results were very positive. Because of this, we went to the barangay captain, which is the leader of the barangay. Barangays are like these small divisions in each city in the Philippines. And yeah, we went to the barangay captain, which was the captain of the barangay close to the San Mateo River, and we told him everything that we discovered from the peanut plant. After that, we had planted these rows of peanut plants beside the river, and it has really made an impact on the river. And me and my classmate were very happy because we actually helped a barangay in our city, and that was one of our biggest projects yet. And because of the protocols, I saw how polluted the waters of the rivers here in the Philippines are because of the growing urban life here. And that was what Globe taught me all in all, and how it affected my decision making. When making decisions, I first look at Globe protocols and how I could use these protocols to my advantage. When I manage to use these Globe protocols to my advantage, I have a positive research result. And with that said, that is it for now. I hope I get picked as a student vlogger, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, I'm Andrei from the Pearl of the Orient Seas, Philippines, signing out.